Join discord.tv/flatearth and enter a VC check-in room, and someone will come along to VC Riffia to get involved with the conversation about Earth.
Enemy spotted.
Costello04. The Doctor 9783222S 50K failed bet and Camille.
Sounds like I'm hungry knows we don't live on a spinning space ball in the vacuum of outer space, but we don't know. But we don't know about Costello04 yet. Costello04, are you there? He left. Uh-oh. There he is. Costello04, how are you today? Welcome to the server. Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah. What did you say?
I just wanted to we wanted to welcome you to the server. How you doing?
Good.
What's your opinion about the topic of our server? Do you think we live on a spinning space ball in the vacuum of outer space, or some sort of stationary, immovable plane or flat Earth? What do you think?
Definitely not flat Earth.
You know for a fact it's not a stationary, immovable flat Earth. You know that for a fact?
I'd bet everything on it.
Oh, are you 99% sure, or are you 100% sure?
I'm 100% sure.
You're 100% sure that you live on a spinning space ball in the vacuum of outer space?
Yes.
Okay, can you? Okay, that's cool, man. That's cool. Hey, at least you're honest. When did you start? When can you tell me a little bit about your belief system? When did you find out that you believed you live on a spinning space ball in the vacuum of outer space? Was it like last year, or were you taught in kindergarten?
No, I'm just not a retard.
Oh, so people that when we go outside and we experience no curvature, like 8 inches per mile squared drop over distance, we're retards.
You said you don't experience.
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, the whole idea of us being human beings, the whole idea with us being human beings with thinking brains is we don't observe, experience, or see 8 inches per mile squared drop over distance, which would happen on a ball of 3,959 miles in your fairy tale radius. Where can I go? Have you ever experienced 8 inches per mile squared drop over distance?
No, I've seen loads of experiments and studies.
Have you ever experienced 8 inches per mile squared drop over distance?
Not firsthand, but I don't need to believe it.
Okay, so I want to get this right. You're letting other people think for you?
This is kind of what you're doing.
No. I've actually experienced and experimented and seen and observed for myself. We don't live on a stationary topographical plane.
Give me one of your experiments.
Hang on.
I can look out 28 miles over Lake Michigan from Indiana Dunes to Chicago, Illinois, 28 miles, 8 feet observation height. On your ball of 3959, there should be 401 feet worth of earth curvature. So all those buildings that are 30, 40 stories tall should be gone from my view at 28 miles, 8 feet observation height. But I can see the whole thing. I have a picture. I have a video. I have the whole thing. What do you have for your 8 inch per mile square drop over distance? I'm just asking. We're buddies. We're bros. So what do you have?
I'd like to see the exact maths there.
Sure.
Hang on, Costello. So, Costello, you said that you have seen experiments of curvature. Can you show us them?
You want me to link you?
Sorry?
Do you want me to send a link or something?
Experiments of curvature? So, do you know the term, you know what experiment means?
I've seen flat earthers themselves prove themselves wrong.
Bruh.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Are you going back to the hit piece by Netflix 2018?
I don't know what do they do?
I mean,
let's just.
go ahead.
He made a claim of experiments with curvature. So can we see that?
Yeah, I'll send you the link. One sec.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you, if you can assure me that you're not going to be a troll, I'll give you VC verified so you can see the live stream as well. Can we agree that you can be amicable and polite?
Yeah.
All right, great. I'll give you VC verified, and then you can see the live stream. And then if you want to send your links to Jim, and he'll post them he'll look at them first and then post them in the live stream. Go
Are
ahead,
these
Jim. Sorry.
are these Costello? Are these observations that you've done yourself, or are you taking the word of somebody else? Hey, Costello.
Yeah, I'm just looking at.
Hey, Costello. We're just bros talking about your imaginary ball. So are these experiments
So
and
ironic.
observations you've done on your own, or are you just
You're
taking
the
the word of somebody
minority
else?
that believe the Earth's flat.
Hey, Costello, I'm going to give you a little information. 100% of us have been indoctrinated with the spinning space ball and the vacuum of outer space. Basically, 100% of us. And there's approximately 10, 12, 15% of people that know we don't live on that. So for all of us to have been indoctrinated in the spinning space ball and 10, 12, 15% of us to come out of that indoctrination, I think is pretty cool, man. So you may not think it's very cool, but everybody that when you say we're in the minority, of course we are. All of us at age 5, if not sooner, got indoctrinated with the spinning space ball and the vacuum of outer space. Do you agree or disagree with that?
I honestly just wasn't listening to your garbage. I'm watching the link.
You weren't listening. Very good. You asked me you inquired, asked
Oh,
me a
then say it
question.
again. I was
You
trying to find the link that
you
you asked me to get.
you made a statement that we're in the minority, and I just spent a minute to a minute and a half going over it in much detail, and you weren't listening to me. I
Yeah,
don't
exactly. I was
I
finding the
don't
link.
I don't appreciate not being listened to. When you come in here and we're in the
You asked me to find
minority,
the link first.
when 100% of people have been indoctrinated with the spinning space ball since age 5, and I just told you 10, 12, maybe 15% have gotten rid of that indoctrination. I think that's pretty special. So don't put us down
There's
when
no way they can.
everybody has been indoctrinated with the spinning space ball, including you. So if you can't listen to what I say, then maybe we'll have somebody else talk to you, because I'm going to eat your globe script for dinner, and you aren't going to like it. And
No, you just speak garbage.
no, no. You
Well,
can
You can sound like you're smart.
you cannot show me 8 inches per mile squared drop over distance. You have never seen it yourself. You are posting what somebody else is doing it for you. They are doing your thinking for you, and you think it's really, really cool. Cool story.
all right. Have you got the experiment, Costello?
Who do I send it to?
Just send it to Jim. My hands are full at the moment.
Him in the VC or what? Where is he?
Yeah, Jim Waterworld,
Or
the guy
direct
you're talking to.
Yeah, direct message is fine. Yeah.
And then if you can explain what the experiment shows and how they went through the experiment, that would be great.
The video speaks for itself.
Well, if you know what the video is about, then you should be able to explain it as well, yeah?
When did I say I couldn't explain it?
Well, you just said the video explains it itself. So at first, I asked you
Yeah, I
if you
never said
could
I'm
run
not
me
able to
through the
explain it. It's pretty
video.
simple what the video does.
I do. I'm just repeating the conversation. I said, "Do you have the experiment?" You said, "Yes." I said,
He,
"Can you
he,
explain the experiment as we go
Just
through the
watch the video.
video?"
uh,
No, you should be able to explain it. So
yeah.
if you understand the video, you should be able to explain it. Yeah.
I do understand the video. When did I say I did not understand the
Okay,
video?
explain it then. Explain it then.
Timbo,
It's quite simple.
He's showing the very end
If
of
it's quite simple, Yeah.
He,
If it's
he,
quite simple, then you should be able to explain it. Yeah.
Go on, listen to Jim.
he's showing
No, no. I'm
he's
talking.
he's showing the very end of when Jaron did his little laser test and that
Oh,
thing.
come on, man. You did it with a torch. Come on, mate. That's not an experiment anyway.
I
That's
mean, that's
stupid,
debatable.
man.
I just posted it for
Well, do you
everybody.
know what?
What's
Do
wrong
you
with the
understand what
torch?
an
There's nothing wrong with
experiment
the
is? What's
torch.
the definition of experiment, mate? What's the
Do you
definition
not
of
understand
an
how light
experiment?
works? There's nothing wrong with the torch.
Yeah, light. So light from a torch goes outwards, sprays outwards. Yeah, is that correct?
It would still
It
be a
doesn't go
straight
in a
line
straight line.
through two holes. It goes out on
So
an
it
angle. If
doesn't.
you went through the two holes, you wouldn't see the light. You just wouldn't.
Are you a
That's not how it
moron?
works.
Are you a moron?
Nah, it's better on it. It says the flat earth.
Okay. All right. So let's do it then.
So when
Have
you're
you
wrong,
ever-
you just call people stupid.
Hey, dude. Well, it's just silly. It's not even an experiment. It's silly.
I mean,
So
exactly.
let's
Flat
look
Earth
at
is silly. So you don't even need
let's look
an
at
actual
real
experiment.
experiments. If you can stop talking over the top of me, let's look at real experiments. Do you have any real experiments that show the curvature?
Yeah, I just sent you.
Which one?
Send them on to Jim.
Okay, the YouTube, what is it? Netflix news.
Yeah, I just posted it in voice text. It's the one
So
Jaron. It's the one Jaron
I
did
asked you
from.
if that was an experiment or not. Do you understand the word experiment?
As I recall, that test that Jaron did, there was a bush in the way in between. I think they put like 3 obstacles with holes cut in them to go straight through. And they ended up finding that there was a branch blocking it off, and that's why they didn't see it at the last one. But that was actually cut out of the film. They didn't want to demonstrate that.
And
Funny as hell.
it's not even worth talking about that thing. So, hey, dude, Costello, have you ever seen curvature or experienced it in real life?
No, but you don't need to visually see it
No.
to believe it.
Okay, so where do you see this curvature, and how can you confirm it?
Well, I just sent you an experiment.
No, I'm just talking about, let's just talk about real life. You know? So if you
Oh, so
want
that
to
wasn't
know
filmed in real
something
life.
for sure, if you want to know something for sure, you'd want to confirm it yourself, wouldn't you? Otherwise, you just
Well,
believe
it's
in
better
it.
to. Well, you're not only believing people, you're just believing people's opinion. You're not even believing facts. It's just garbage.
I'm not even talking about that yet. We haven't even got to that. I'm just asking about real life. They tell you you live on a globe, but you don't experience it. So
Okay, if we're not on a, then what are we on then?
I don't know,
The
but
Earth.
it's flat plane. You know why it's a flat plane? Because
So
they've
why is
done
the
laser
shadow?
tests and they don't
Why is the shadow on the moon? Why is the shadow on the
Why
moon
is it a shadow?
always a
The moon.
circular shape?
Are we talking about the moon
Why?
or are we talking about the Earth?
Why do you
The Earth.
assume it's
Saying why is the shadow of the Earth on the moon always circular? Why is it not sometimes a straight line if the Earth's flat?
It's circular. When is it circular?
It's always circular on
Who
the moon.
says it's a shadow? Who said it's a shadow?
You've got no way to
Basic
confirm
science.
these things, mate.
You
So how do
actually
you
do
have?
though.
Do you know what a selenium eclipse is?
I literally can't hear you. Your mic is garbage.
Do you know what a selenium eclipse is?
No, but it's probably some garbage that you're trying to use.
It's an eclipse when the moon.
What did you say? A
and the
what
sun-
eclipse? Wait, I didn't hear. It cut out. You said something eclipse.
Oh my god, man!
I think Timbo, this gentleman, has selective hearing, so we'll just continue on.
Yeah. So it's when
Fun.
when there's an eclipse and the sun and the moon are above the Earth. The Earth is
Yeah, I
supposed
know.
to be casting a shadow on the moon. Yeah. So how does that happen?
What do you mean? How does that happen?
Well,
An
the Earth
eclipse
is
in the
supposed to be
daytime.
creating a shadow. Yeah, go, Jet. I'm
Let him
on
speak.
mic.
I can't hear him
Apparently,
speak. So what do you mean? How does that happen?
Basically, if it's daytime, you see the sun and the moon up in the sky, and you see an eclipse of the moon. How does that happen?
How does that happen?
You're
And,
supposed to. You're standing
You
on the
have an
thing that's supposed to
eclipse.
be creating a shadow. So how does that
If
happen?
you're trying
You've
to
got
say
the
there's a
sun and the
shadow on the
moon in
moon,
the sky.
on the front of the moon, but when it's
What's that?
day, you're wrong.
You
What
know,
are you
To
talking
have
about,
an
mate?
eclipse, there must be a syzygy within your model. A syzygy is a straight line between three objects: the sun, the earth, the moon, where the earth is between both sun and moon and therefore eclipsing the moon. What we're pointing out is the 7 eclipse, better known as the impossible eclipse, where both sun and moon are above the horizon at the same time. It's daytime and therefore not a syzygy straight line, but literally a triangle between three celestial points. How is this possible in your model when it's known as the impossible eclipse because it's impossible within your model?
Can you spell out whatever you said before eclipse?
Selenion. Selion.
Selenelion.
Thank you.
So you can't spell. I don't know which one to believe.
Well, that's okay
The
because they also
impossible
tried to
eclipse.
teach him when he was learning how to spell. They taught him that we lived on a ball. So you have to excuse him with his education that he's had.
Yeah, please excuse my diplomas and A levels and degrees and shit. Yeah. The impossible eclipse observed by the Royal Astrological Society for over 400 years. You know, Greenwich and all that stuff. When making observations of the sun and the moon, they observed an eclipse in the daytime, which is against the model. To have an eclipse, it must be fucking nighttime. Why do you assume it's a shadow? Is that because you believe in a model that the Earth's shadow
Robot.
is cast upon the mares? You're an idiot.
Robot. Fix your mic.
No, that would be my internet connection, not my microphone.
And didn't ask.
Just pointing out another one of your inaccuracies.
Well, you knew what I meant, so it wasn't that inaccurate.
Okay, so do you understand what the impossible eclipse is? It's not a syzygy straight line between three stellar objects, sun, earth, and then moon,
Robot.
because it is daytime, both sun and moon above the horizon. You can call it what you want. You're going to understand the point. That's a triangle, that is, not a syzygy. Someone tell him so he understands.
oh,
I'm listening.
he's come in with the Netflix hit piece from 2018, and not that Netflix wouldn't lie to anybody, right? So you're working off a little bit of, cog this and indoctrination right there.
Yep.
See, I put up a picture at when is that? 56, right after I posted the one on the what Jaron did. Chicago, Illinois, from Indiana Dunes, 28 miles, 8 feet observation height. There should be 401 feet of hidden curve if we lived on your ball. 30,959 mile radius, 24,901 miles circumference. And so, according to your Earth curve calculator, there should be 401 feet. He's not even listening. Never mind. Never mind.
surprised it didn't say robot.
Yeah, if he's not listening, there's no reason that anybody to talk, except we can talk about the weather. Cool. But if he's not going to listen to us, then that doesn't matter. He posted a hit piece. He posted a hit piece from Netflix 2018, and he has no observations whatsoever. He's done himself, no experiments, no experience, no, nothing he's seen. And I actually did this a couple months ago, and I even got a seagull flying in the middle right there. And so, I was around the lake at 8 feet observation height, 28 feet. I was right there with my camera, and I took this. And those smaller buildings should be gone from view, but they are not. So, hey, if he doesn't want to listen to that, what can I do, man?
You can lead a person to knowledge, but you can't make them think.
He brings in a hit piece. He brings in a hit piece and allows somebody else to think for him. And Costello, I posted at 56 after the hour, 58 after the hour, my observation, what I took from my camera, Chicago, Illinois, from Indiana Dunes, 28 miles, 8 feet observation height. That's me. That's my observation. That's my experiment. That's what I see. That's what I experienced. And those buildings, 400 feet smaller, should be gone from view. They were all there. I even got a seagull in the picture. I did my experiment. Now, where's yours? You have brought in literally nothing except what Netflix did for you 2018. You haven't thought 1 second for yourself. You can't tell me anywhere where you can show me agents per mile square drop over distance that you've done, can you?
I also posted a video at 2:49, and this video that I personally took at a beach here in California a little over a year ago. And it's similar to the Black Swan, only it wasn't as clear of a day, but you can definitely not see drop over distance.
Oh, well, that was fun.
He left already? Wow.
What's that?
I said he left already?
No, he's there. He just not saying. He's just not communicating. He brought in a Netflix hit piece. He can't show us 8 inch per mile square drop over distance anywhere that he's ever experienced. He can't tell me or any of us where we can go see it ourselves. He brought in a Netflix hit piece. I showed him an actual photograph that I took myself using my camera. It shows that Chicago is seen. 400 feet of building should be gone. They're all there. And so he doesn't care because he saw a Netflix hit piece. Good for him.
You know what's funny about that? They always claim it's refraction, but what's funny about that too is if it was refraction, the building should be tilted back with the same amount of, curvature supposedly blocking the bottom of the building. So, they trip themselves up without even realizing it sometimes.
He's muted himself again, so he's not listening. Oh, well.
It's so weird that their evidence is a Netflix show.
It really
It's like a
is.
weird.
I mean, last summer, I hadn't been into the Earth thing for over a year yet. Last summer, people kept asking me, "Have you watched the Netflix thing?" And so it's like, I guess I got to spend $6 and watch it because it's not on Netflix. It was taken off, so I had to get Amazon Prime and watch it for $6. And I watched it, and it's just like this thing is going to be the biggest hit piece ever. And Mark Sargent and the guy from NASA and Patricia Steele, they got no idea what's coming, man. And they got no idea what's coming, and it's just like I would have ran. So if somebody would have asked me to do something like that, it would have been like no. It'd been like no. But for some reason, the academics on that show were all like smart, and all of the people like us were portrayed as dumb. I just dare to put them. I just dare to put Timbo or anybody in this chat, in that documentary, and we'll see what happens, man. even though I wouldn't do it myself because they still twist it.
Yeah, the problem is you waive your creative rights, so they can edit it and whip it around any way they want because you've signed a contract.
I mean, I looked at that thing and it's just like, I felt so dirty afterwards. I almost had to go take a shower. I felt so dirty. And it's just like, really, you guys, I don't know. I don't know why they put themselves in that position. I have no idea. It would have been like, no, we're not doing this, man. Not doing this at all. See, Netflix is one of those organizations that's so radical that the TV stations, cable won't even accept them because they're so radical. And so if TV's not going to allow us on, but Netflix is, you know what's going to happen. It's going to be an absolute hit job, and I don't know why they didn't realize that. He's still on mute. Anyway, let's see here. Comes in, calls us retards, and then goes on mute. Cool.
Yeah. There's nothing. And then when you ask them if they've got evidence, they don't know what evidence is.
Jim, you never sent me pictures, by the way.
You look in the live stream, mate. So if you click above the channel that we're on, there's one that says live stream voice test. You've got VC verified, so you can jump in there. You can type in there as well. You just can't share images. So what's your number one proof that you live on a ball? Costello.
In the fucking image first ones.
What's that, mate?
Where do I fucking see this? I don't know how Discord works. Where the fuck do I go to see this live stream?
Well, calm down, mate. So you go back into the main screen, where you obviously clicked on live stream to come into the channel. And then go above that, and it says live stream voice text. Next one up. You got it?
Where's the garbage about the pictures?
The garbage. The only thing that's garbage is the thing that you posted.
I wonder how high the camera was when he took that picture. Because if it wasn't at water level, then it's not correct.
Are you talking the picture that I took?
We've got mass.
I don't know. I haven't seen the picture yet.
It's at 4.
Look,
It's at 58 after the hour, and I put my observation height in there.
If you haven't seen the picture, then why are you asking the questions that are already in the picture?
I've seen pictures like it.
But you haven't seen the picture yet, haven't you?
That's crazy.
Are you in the live stream? Costello? Voice text?
Costello, you don't have to keep putting yourself on mute. You can stay just like you are right there and just talk to us. You don't have to go on mute all the time.
No, do what I want.
He'll do what he wants, and he goes back on mute. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Hey Timbo, whenever you and I have a
Yeah. So,
conversation,
did you take that at 6 foot high? Or how high was the camera when you took that picture?
what does it say? Can you read?
Oh, so you took it from 8 foot high.
Chicago, Illinois, from Indiana Dunes, 28 miles, 8 feet observation height where my camera was. You go the Earth curve calculator at
Why didn't you take it
3,900.
from 0 foot?
Oh, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go get on top of the water and get wet. Why?
Yes, that's the fucking whole point
No.
of what you're doing.
Costello,
Because when
hey,
you do
dude,
8 foot, you introduce
It
loads of
doesn't matter.
garbage about
It doesn't matter
geometry.
what
Yeah, it does
height.
matter. It does. You have no idea
You
what
put
about
the
physics. It
height.
does matter.
Listen, dude. You put the height into the
No,
Earth curve
that's not how
calculator.
geometry
Observer's
works.
height.
Oh my god.
Observer's height. Okay, you do the maths then. You do the maths from 8 foot. Go. Show us.
Well, if he goes back there and takes from 0 foot, he'll see the fucking pyramids won't
You
be there.
literally cannot take anything
Oh
from
my
zero. Are you that dense?
You literally can.
You
You literally
cannot
can. What
take
do you mean?
anything from zero height. Nothing. And
You definitely can.
you have an Earth curve calculator
You can.
that you can go online. You have an Earth curve calculator that you can go online and you can do the math. 28 miles, 8 feet observation height. You can do it, and it says 401 feet hidden height. It doesn't have to be at 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4 feet. It can be at
It
any
does have
height
to be at 0.
as long as you plug it in. I am not going to
Did
get
you
in
just
the
listen to what
water. I am not going to get in the
Did you just
water
listen?
and take it from zero.
Okay, that's fine if you don't get in the water, but your experiment is
Okay, dude.
invalid.
Hey,
It is
Costello.
not.
Costello.
Oh my
Jim,
goodness.
hang on a second. Did you just listen to what he said, Costello? He gave you the numbers.
It's garbage.
Okay, so it's not our Earth curve calculator, it's yours. It's you believe in the globe. They gave us the mass. They gave us the radius. They gave us
You
the
can take a
circumference.
bit from
From
0
that,
foot. I don't know what
it's
the
an
argument was.
equation. So what you do is you go into the Earth curve calculator, you put in 8 feet, and then you put in the distance to your target. It will give you a hidden height of what you shouldn't be able to see. Can we agree on that?
No, that's not how geometry works.
Okay, because
You can't just
you're
put in some
retarded.
garbage calculator.
You're actually
No, you're
retarded.
retarded.
You're actually
You're a
retarded.
flat earther.
You're a fucking retard.
That's not how. It's not how geometry works.
Okay,
You can't. It's not. There's an atmosphere. It's not like a vacuum.
Explain it to me then. Explain the geometry to me then.
I don't really care enough to.
No, because you don't know.
Well, you care enough to came
Okay,
in here,
that's crazy.
so obviously. But bro,
Yeah,
you
you're
gotta
starting to sound
understand,
like
bro.
a
We
troll
didn't make
here.
up these fucking
I
math, bro.
didn't
We did
know
not
if you
make
lot
up
were
this
actually
math.
serious.
The globe made up the fucking math, bro. They made up the fucking math. They gave us the number. We didn't make up this shit, man. We did not make up this shit, bro. So before you come in here and stop,
Yeah, but
talking all that shit, bro, you got at least
you
do
don't
some
understand
of your
how to use it
research.
properly.
Shut the fuck
Can
up.
you please explain why it has to be at zero?
Lose this
Why?
argument.
Why does it have to be at zero?
I'm gonna give you a citation from NASA, the number. Distance to horizon.
I love that. I love that people did the 1 foot, with the black swan, and that's absolutely awesome. But guys, I'm not going to go get in the water to take a shot where the Earth curve calculator can tell me what I'm doing right or wrong. So I'm sorry, I'm not going in the water.
What is your profession?
See, old friend, I brought more soldiers than you did.